Good morning everyone. Welcome to Ujjwala IAS Academy. So we are trying to cover current affairs in the form of MCQs for helping you in the upcoming exam of UPSC Prelims 2020. So today we will discuss the MCQs of 12th May. You can also join us on our Telegram channel where we upload all these PPTs and you can do multiple revision of them. So before starting the video, let's see what are the 10 topics which we are going to discuss in today's MCQs. So here is the topic, and please do take a pause when you see question on the screen. Answer it first, then see the explanation part and try to get at least 7 questions correct out of 10. And you can also adjust the speed of the video where you feel comfortable. So let's start our MCQs with question number 1. And question number 1 is with reference to Gilgit-Baltistan. And we have also covered this entire issue in our Sunday series. If you haven't watched that video, please watch it. It is very informative. We have covered that topic extensively. So let's see the statements of question number 1. So statement first, Gilgit-Baltistan is an autonomous province in POK, that is Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Second, the region is disputed territory between India and Pakistan and presently under administration of Pakistan. So here the correct option is B, that is second only. So here is the map is given. You can see this is the location of Gilgit-Baltistan, and this region was part of erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir, but it is under Pakistan control right now. So it is not an autonomous province, hence statement first was incorrect. And people of Gilgit-Baltistan want constitutional status of a province, but accession to Pakistan of this disputed territory is not legally tenable. Hence, they have been deprived of participation in representative institutions. And first time an order was passed in 2009 to establish a representative government and legislature, but didn't allow constitutionally guaranteed autonomy. And recently it is in news because Pakistan Supreme Court has allowed to hold election in the region of Gilgit-Baltistan of POK, which is being strongly objected by India. Now question number 2 is with reference to Darbar move. Statement first, the Darbar move is practice of shifting capitals of erstwhile state Jammu and Kashmir annually between Srinagar and Jammu. Statement second, the move was introduced by the British government to escape the harsh winters of the Kashmir Valley. So the correct option here is A, that is 1 only. So Darbar move is a 148-year-old practice of shifting capitals annually between Srinagar and Jammu, and it was introduced by Maharaja Gulab Singh in 1872, not by British government. That's why statement second was incorrect. And under this move, the state's civil secretariat with over 10,000 employees with files shuttle between Srinagar and Jammu biannually, meaning twice in 1 year. And recently it is in news because Jammu and Kashmir High Court has asked the Secretary of UT Jammu and Kashmir to examine and take a decision to abolish the Darbar move. And this is because this move cost around 40 crore rupees annually to the UT and caused delay in justice and cases dispensation. Now question number 3 is with reference to acute encephalitis syndrome. So statement first, it is neurological disorder which affects the brain and the limbic system. Second, the disease has no scientific treatment and only supportive care is provided. So here the correct option is option C, meaning both are correct. And this syndrome is a neurological disorder which affects the brain and limbic system when a specific strain of virus or a bacteria attacks the body. And the disease outbreak is usually reported during monsoon but is commonly found in summer too, and it primarily affects children and is associated with malnutrition, heat, humidity and poor hygiene. And the disease has no scientific provided. So this point becomes important, and recently it is in news because this disease, also locally known as Chamki Bukhar, has grappled several children in Bihar since March 2020. This issue was also in news last year, so becomes important. Now let's see what is the question number 4. So question number 4 is, which of the following countries has replaced its currency to toman amid heavy inflation? So the correct option is C, that is Iran. So the original currency of Iran was Rial, but now it has changed its national currency to Toman, and each Toman will be worth of 10,000 Rial under the new system. And Iran's parliament has passed a bill allowing the government to slash 4 zeros from the Rial after a sharp fall in the value of the currency as a result of crippling US sanctions. And weak currency and high inflation are also the reason behind the move. So do remember, Iran has changed its currency to Toman. And I think it will be easy to remember it. Both sound similar like Iran and Toman. Now question number 5 is, the Lost at Home report, which highlights the plight of internal displaced children, has been released by, so it is released by UNICEF. Option will be C. And the report enforces the risks and challenges of internal displaced children and need to protect them. And as per the report, at the end of 2019, around 46 million people were internally displaced due to conflict and violence, which includes 19 million. Number is very huge, and the highest number of children that were displaced were in Middle East and North Africa due to violence and conflict. And the three major countries that account to more than half of people displaced due to conflict are Syria, Congo and Yemen. Now question number 6 is, recently bubonic plague of 1897 was in news. So statement first, the plague had its root in Bombay. Second, during this period, W.C. Rand, British chairman of the Special Plague Committee, was also murdered. Third, he was murdered by Chapekar brothers. Fourth, the epidemic resulted in the enactment of Epidemics Act 1897. So here the correct option is option D, because all statements are correct. And this Bombay plague epidemic was a bubonic plague epidemic that struck the city of Bombay, which is presently a Mumbai, in the late 19th century, and this killed thousands of people, and drastically fall in the population of the city were seen. And the cause was the rapid growth of Bombay's commerce led to a large influx of workers, and most of the immigrant workers were over 70% lived in chaos, and the city services were not geared towards the well-being of the working class, and various diseases were epidemic to the slums. And during this time, research laboratory was also established in JJ Hospital. Now question number 7 is, recently the term silent hypoxia was in news. So statement first, in this condition patients have extremely low blood oxygen level. Second, patients do not show signs of breathlessness. Third, this happens in patients with COVID pneumonia. So we have to find out incorrect, and here all the given statements are correct. So option will be D again, that is none of the above. And this is happening in patients with COVID pneumonia because virus causes air sacs to fall and leading to a reduction in level of oxygen. And however, the lungs initially do not stiff or heavy with fluid and remain compliant, being able to expel CO2 and avoiding its buildup, and thus patient do not feel short of breath. And a medical device which is used to detect oxygen level in blood is known as pulse oximeter, and it could help in the early detection of silent hypoxia. Now question number 8 is, recently the International Atomic Energy Agency was in news. So statement first, it seeks to promote the peaceful use of nuclear energy. Second, the IAEA was established as an autonomous organization. So here option will be C, because both the given statements are correct. And this organization served as an intergovernmental forum for scientific and technical cooperation in the peaceful use of nuclear technology and nuclear power worldwide. So do remember, it is not prohibiting, it is just cooperating in peaceful use of nuclear technology. And it was though established independently of the UN through its own international treaty, but this organization reports both UN General Assembly and Security Council. Now question number 9 is, Simprovir is the drug of which of the following disease? So the correct option is, it is C, that is hepatitis C. And this image is given for your additional information regarding hepatitis C, and it is a liver disease which is caused by hepatitis C virus. Now question number 10 is, which of the following is our landlocked country or countries? So the correct answer is Uganda, Kenya, Burundi, all are landlocked. Option will be D, that is all of the above. So here is the map is given, and there are 16 landlocked countries in Africa. Here is name of countries are given. So that's all in our today's MCQs. Hope you guys are liking the lecture, and if you want to contact us, these are the details. You can contact us, and if you want information regarding UPPSC examination and its test series, you can also contact us. We are always there to help you. And the last question for you is, you have to write down in the comment section where is the headquarters of International Atomic Energy Agency is. So stay safe, stay healthy, have a nice day, and thank you.